Hello guys, what is up? I'm saying nothing more, and in today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing the new Terrifier Art the Clown blood-soaked edition from Walmart. This is a Walmart exclusive from Neca. This guy looks amazing. Just look at the artwork. I love how there's blood splatter everywhere. I just watched Terrifier for the first time this earlier in the day, and I'm super excited to get this guy open. There is the artwork right there. You can see the tires in the background from the first movie. And then there's the figure in the package with the opening and closing flap. I picked him up for about 37 bucks at Walmart. So yeah, not that bad. And I am super excited to open this guy up because if you guys don't know, I am doing a series where I am making my own horror shelf. And I've been posting episodes like every other day or so, and I think there's 3 episodes so far, but this guy will be in the next episode, so go check that out. By the time you see this, it'll probably be out, so go check it out. But with that said, guys, let's go and open this guy up. Alright, and out of the package, I do need to give you guys a warning. There's going to be a bunch of blood on this figure, so if you guys are like, I don't know, queasy or stuff, probably don't watch this video. But unboxing this guy, oh my gosh, I am so excited I found this guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, and here's Art the Clown out of the box from the Terrifier movie. And I have some thoughts on this guy, but overall, he is a fucking demon. Like, this guy is amazing. I just watched the movie for the first time the other night. Wow, that was a crazy movie. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the guy's details. First, taking a look at the head sculpt, and oh my gosh. This is, of course, the bloody version, which this is the one that I wanted. So I'm glad that I got him. Let's take this accessory out for now. But there's so much blood on the face, and you can see the freaking teeth in there. Oh, man. His teeth, they're freaking rotten. It's insane. The black eyeshadow. You can see all the digital, like, printing on there for his face. You even have a bit of yellow in there on the blood, which is kind of cool. And you have more blood up here. You have, of course, his top hat. And you can even see the... Wait, is that supposed to be the sculpted... Yeah, you can see the sculpted string right there. That's supposed to be the string, so that's cool. You have this little piece, which this piece is a removable piece. Like, this is a floating piece. You can't take that off if you really wanted to. But you got more of that blood detail in there, which is really cool. And then you have some more blood detail on the clown suit, which is really cool. You have these baggy arms, baggy sleeves, baggy legs. You have the clown shoes, which are really weird. They have like these slit, like this opening in there. So I don't know what that's for like if it's something for clowns or what. Not the back is not like bloody at all, and that's because, you know, like if he's killing somebody, the blood's gonna get on his front, so it makes sense. I'm not mad at that. But yeah, you can even see some of the like blood on the red parts on the black parts as well, which is cool. Like, they didn't just paint the white parts because that's only what you're gonna be able to see, but you can see like the shine in there from where the red. And I like how it's kind of messy and it's like dripping down his leg. But also the sculpted detail is really nice. You have the cuffs over there, his knees. One thing that is kind of pissing me off is how... Oh, well, the face just fell off. That's another thing that makes me mad. But the legs are really tight. Oof, I'm honestly really scared I'm going to break this. So I might put it in hot water later or just blow dry it. But I haven't gotten around to that yet. So, yeah. But, again, all of these, like, striations in the clown suit, the cuffs at the top. You even have blood on his fingers, which is really cool. So, yeah, this guy is hella creepy, but I'm loving him so far. And you have the little dots, little puffs things right here on his clown suit. But, yeah. Okay, for articulation, his head can't look up that far, which is actually pretty good. And it also can look down that far, which is great. And you get some... Oh... See, it's popping off really easily. That's one thing that I don't like about this guy. That is, his faceplates are kind of loose. But he gets some really nice head tilt in there. So that's awesome. Like all the way around, of course. And I just realized he has a ball joint in the neck too. Dang. But then, of course, you do get the arms, which go up about that far. Not really a full 90. They do go all the way around. The torso is rubber, so be careful of that. You wouldn't want to rip it. No bicep swivel, but you have single jointed elbows, which hinge and swivel. And then you do have hinge and swivel in the wrists there. The torso, which I was surprised about because I thought it was one like hard plastic piece, but it actually does have articulation in there, and you can crunch. It does kind of go back though, so you're not getting much in the ways of articulation. But if you really wanted to, you could force it. But I don't want to rip the rubber or anything, so that's forward. And then going back, back is not that much. And you do get a little bit of twist, but, you know, I wouldn't do that. And then the legs, very squeaky. This one is super hard to move, the white leg. Oof, that is going to break, I promise you. So, the stupid head. Hold on. Really quickly, let's see if it's loose with the other ones. Because I put it on the other ones already. Okay, we'll keep it on this one for now. But, damn. Oof, I really don't want to break that. It does get kind of annoying when you're moving the legs, though, because it gets caught there. But they do go up far. And then do you get a little bit of, yeah, you do get some twist up in there. And then you do have single jointed knees that do swivel. And, of course, you have ankles that go down that far. I think it's on an ankle ball and then that far up. And, of course, you do get some pivots in there. Now, taking a look at the accessories, he, of course, does come with a variety of stuff. First off, we're going to take a look at the extra faceplates. So, he does get this one, which we did already see with all the blood on, and he has the rotten teeth. And then you do get this one right here, which is a great one. And you get a more angry version right here. So you can see the difference between the two. This one is my favorite, so it sucks that it's kind of sort of loose on there. And then you do get the frowning one. So yeah, you get a total of 4 faceplates. This one is my favorite, but it is also the loosest in there. So, you know, that sucks, but cool. And then for the hands, you do get a gripping hand over here, open hand. You get another matching open hand. This one's to hold like a scalpel or something. And you get another more like tensed up hand. And then a couple more, or you get 2 trigger finger hands as well. And then I think, is that all the hands? Wait a minute. I feel like it's supposed to come with another gripping hand. Did I lose the gripping hand? I'm not sure. And this guy's accessories are like one of the best parts of this figure. So he does also include a variety of like butcher knives and weapons and stuff. First off, you get this, I think this is the this is the bigger butcher knife with blood on it. You also get a smaller butcher knife to go with it. So, pretty cool. You do get a kitchen knife right here, Michael Myers style. A machete. I don't think he ever used the machete in the first movie, if I'm not wrong, but he has some very nice weathering on there. You do get a handsaw, which what he did with this in the movie was insane. Be careful with this, though, because this is very brittle. It will break if you mess around with it too much. And I did try putting it in the hand earlier, and it's kind of difficult, but yeah. Very cool, though. And you do get his hammer over here. You get a cool hammer. You get another hammer. Nope, this is a little axe. So you get a hammer and a little axe. Again, all of the weapons have blood on them and stuff. And then you get a screwdriver with, like, the plug right there. That's actually really cool. They even painted the plug. But, yeah, I don't think he ever used this in the movie. But that's a cool weapon for him to use. Freaking screwdriver. That's awesome. And then he does get his whip, which is bloody disgusting. Look at that, with all the scalpels and scissors on it. So that is really cool. Yeah, that's disgusting. And then you do get a little syringe. Is that what this is called? It's got like the thing at the end where you squeeze it. And I draw stuff. I don't know. And then you do get a little scalpel over here, which is awesome. very tiny, so don't lose these. And you get another, I guess this is just like kind of a pocket knife or something. And then you get this little thing, which I don't even know what this little thing is, but hey, you get it. And then for the last couple of accessories, you do get a handgun, which he did use in the movie, which he scarred up that lady's face, which is crazy. But yeah, you get that. And then these last accessories are very gory, so if you don't like gore, I'd probably go away. Well, I'll save the gory ones for last. There's these one, but you do get the little baby doll right here, which is all bloodied up. Yeah. And then these last ones, like I said, gory, so if you don't like gore, click away. But you do get the brain right here. Oh, disgusting. I just got the chills. And then this one's really creepy. Oh, you get the jack-o'-lantern carved up face, which is utterly disgusting. He even carved out the head. What is wrong with art, man? Oh, that's disgusting. Whole disfigured face. This is the employee, or the owner of that one pizza shop that he carved. Disgusting. But, yeah. Made for a good scene, though. And then the last accessory that you get is awesome. Is the trash bag. So you can actually hold, or let's say you put in some of the accessories in there. Let's see, yeah. Put a brain in there. Little midnight snack for art. Put all these in there and stuff. And then you can just tie it up like so. And he's got his garbage bag. So that is pretty cool right there. Really like this accessory. It is kind of hard to get him to hold it, though, since it is, like, a real garbage bag. So, good luck with that. But, you know, freaky. But, yeah, that is really cool. So, you can hold all the accessories in there. But, yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. First up here for comparisons, we have another classic slasher with Ghostface, and then Ash Williams from The Evil Dead. Both are from Neca, all three of these ones. Yeah, these two are great. He's alright. I want to say that they did do better with the swap out faces on Ghostface, though, than they did on Art, because the ones on Art are really loose. So, yeah, I wonder if it's just my copy. And then here we have is Neca's Frankenstein, and then another classic horror character, or I shouldn't say classic, he's relatively new, but the Demogorgon from Stranger Things from Jazzwares. And then for normal comparison, here he is with a Marvel Legends Red Guardian and a G.I. Joe with Law right there. I do want to say that NECA figures do scale around 8 inches tall, so that is why he is so much taller than them. Okay, so overall, what are my final thoughts on this NECA Toys Terrifier Art the Clown Blood-Soaked Edition Walmart exclusive? This guy is great. He is a very cool, creepy figure. If you're looking to add a 8-inch scaled Art the Clown to your horror collection, this is the figure. I don't think you're going to find a better one, really. I love this guy. He is freaking amazing. I do have some gripes though, like how easy the faceplates come out. Like it shouldn't be that easy. They did way better with that on the Scream one. So, you know, but also the joints are really tight on this guy, but that's kind of like you have to expect that with NECA toys at this point. So I would recommend heating those joints up. But other than that, he comes with a great amount of accessories, and for $35, I'm trying to think if that's worth it. He does have some really great detail. Honestly, I would say, yeah, I'd say it's worth it, because considering how much how scalpers are placing him on the aftermarket, going for like $100 I saw, is crazy. So yeah, definitely find this guy, if you do find this guy at your local Walmart, because he's a Walmart exclusive, pick this guy up if you love Art the Clown and Terrifier. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that you can roll, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!